better sit back and relax. I'm going to talk about another medical device, crowdfunded of course, that's supposed to help you with a bad problem.
How could you do this? How could you?
One of the big problems in crowdfunding is that it is so easy to pitch what may be snake oil. This is the Indiegogo campaign for ClearUP, a bioelectronic allergy sinus pain solution. Now, sinus pain due to allergies is a very real problem for some people. And there are elements out there, there are treatments out there that aren't necessarily the magic bullet that everyone wants to give relief. So when someone comes along that is claiming that they can give people relief for the allergy sinus pain that's chemical-free, drug-free, no prescription needed, and has proven relief, well, it's no wonder that people might beat a path to their door. Looking at various aspects under the hood of this campaign, though, might give someone pause. Most people you will see will only look at and give a cursory examination to the claims of the campaign, particularly a crowdfunding one. First cautionary tale has to do with the extremely low flexible goal of $25,000. Crowdfunders more and more are using a lower goal in order to be able to claim that they have been fully funded, and usually within a very short period of time, leaving them quite a bit of time later to gather more donations. It's a marketing ploy. In our example here, they had 27 days left at the time this video was made. This campaign is an Indiegogo team favorite, as seen here. And the overview has the major points they want you to internalize. It has 510K clearance by the FDA. And remember that FDA clearance is not the same as FDA approved. FDA approval is a much tougher and longer process. We covered that in a previous video. It's clinically proven, with 82% preferring the ClearUP to their current treatment. We'll cover that later in this video. It's an all-natural relief without medication. This is a puzzling claim, as you will see. It's a 5-minute treatment that lasts up to 6 hours. It's rechargeable, reusable, and portable, and it also has a 1-year warranty. This is another puzzler for me, and we'll get into that later on. If you want one of these crowd-funded wonders, the ClearUP Ultimate Early Bird Special is only $99. Of course, that is 33% off, with the estimated shipping being September 2019. I would point out that 33% off is off of what? Remember, this is crowdfunding, which means they're supposedly raising money to be able to produce something that has not existed before. So how do they know it's 33% off? Of course, if you want to get 2 of them, that's only going to set you back $179, with a savings of 39% off. Same question as before concerning that discount. They have some beautiful print-type ads they show you that keep saying over and over again the basic claims for the device. Repetition, it seems, is one of the oldest marketing gimmicks out there. If you have a message and keep repeating that message endlessly, people probably will tend to internalize it. So let's have the rubber meet the road. How is this thing supposed to work? It's supposed to be a modern solution to a frustrating allergy pain. That would be good, because I would hate to think that they're using something like the Middle Ages leeches. Now, see if you can follow along the rest of this. ClearUP Sinus Pain Relief is the first and only U.S. bioelectronic device designed to alleviate allergy sinus pain. Tivic Health's state-of-the-art innovation works with the body's natural bioelectricity using low-current electrical stimulation about 1/1000th of the level of traditional TENS therapy. ClearUP emits a proprietary microcurrent waveform onto the outside of the sinus passages that stimulates the underlying sinus nerve fibers. ClearUP also has 510(k) clearance by the FDA. Results from the clinical study showed that 3 out of 4 users experienced a reduction in sinus pain after a single 5-minute treatment. TENS therapy is widely used in various types of medical treatment. Personally, I would have my doubts that a lowered form of electrical stimulation, such as TENS therapy, would be as effective for anything else. But by linking the idea of TENS units with this one in the minds of the people that are being asked to back this on Indiegogo, marketing psychology gold. Now, let's get into something I said earlier that we would be examining, the claim that this is clinically proven. They say that our goal is to provide a medical device that's medically and scientifically grounded, so we conducted a robust clinical study at a premier U.S. science research center. You can see the billboard sign in front of you now that shows on the Indiegogo campaign. Oddly though, if you wanted to see the results of that study and the methodology used, you would find that the actual information is nowhere on the Indiegogo campaign site. You would have to go to their dedicated website, and even then you would have to hunt a bit to find the category called Research. Only then will you find reference to this study. Being someone that finds this stuff interesting and fascinating, I was able to find some things that would be of interest to any potential backers of this device. In that journal publication, Microcurrent Technology for Rapid Relief of Sinus Pain in a Randomized, Placebo-Controlled Double-Blind Clinical Trial, we find the following. The robust study, as they published on Indiegogo, had a total of 71 patients enrolled. In short, they are claiming success from an incredibly small statistical sample. Remember when I was telling you that FDA clearance was much easier to get than FDA approval? One we should point out is the following. There were no major complications and one minor development of transient reddening of the area stimulated by the active device. This finding dissipated 15 minutes after use and caused no discomfort or short-term, long-term sequelae. Also stated in the study was the following. For the pain relief evaluation, we anticipated and observed a marked placebo effect. This would mean that it's entirely possible that the people who claimed relief got that relief because they believed they would be getting relief. This may have led to the conclusion paragraph in the study. This randomized, double-blinded, placebo-controlled trial suggests that treatment of rhinologic facial pain with the use of a non-invasive microcurrent device is safe and effective in providing a statistically significant rapid reduction of nasal/sinus pain complaints. Patient self-administration of the device was feasible, and the treatment was considered to be easy and fast. And now the next sentence, the last one of that paragraph, is probably the most important. With this foundation, incremental studies can be envisioned to assess the value of this device for reliable and durable administration of sinus pain relief. What this says to me is that while they think that may be working, it's unknown if it is working because of a placebo effect or the product itself being used. So what they're suggesting is that we need further study. But for now, it doesn't seem to hurt anyone which now makes it much, much easier to get that FDA clearance, because they can't yet get FDA approval, if ever. A link to the study is in the description of this video below if you want to see it in its entirety. It makes for interesting reading, especially if you are someone who is well versed in statistics. Meanwhile, back at the campaign, you can continue to see the marketing billboards that hammer home the wonders of this device. This would include instructions on how to use it, in particular how easy it is to use and what the procedure is in order to give yourself treatment. You can read that at your leisure, but I would call attention to that paragraph with a disclaimer directly underneath those instructions. ClearUP is for adults 18 plus years. Do not use if you are pregnant, have a pacemaker, or a metallic implanted device. A small percentage of users experience brief, mild skin irritation. Not to replace current medical treatment. Consult your doctor before use. Let me stress that one very important sentence: not to replace current medical treatment. An interesting thing for them to state, since it's obvious that people looking at this device are wanting to use it to replace their current treatment. Remember that one of the selling points is that it is natural and drug-free. Well, at least as natural as shooting low-voltage current directly into your face, I suppose. There are healthcare professionals who are tied into this device, and I leave it to you to research them and look them up on LinkedIn and any other sources that you might have. However, this is something that puzzles me. The user testimonials that they have on the Indiegogo site. How can you have user testimonials when technically it means that you have no product currently on the market? Remember that this is crowdfunding. Crowdfunding means that the item needs to be marketed, and most importantly, first of all, has to be built for that market. How can you have testimonials about its efficacy unless it is already in production and distributed for people to use? And therefore, why would you need to crowdfund anything? Simply release your product, which you claim has been FDA cleared according to your own timeline, and let the market decide whether it's any good or not. Crowdfunding money should not even be needed, right? This may be why another puzzler for me is that it is under warranty for a full year, and it shows up that way on the Indiegogo campaign. Crowdfunded items generally have no warranties. Only things already in production just might. As required of all crowdfunding campaigns, no matter what the platform, they have risks and challenges delineated. Mass production is in progress, and shipping will be in September 2019. There are risks that may be out of our control. However, if there are any delays, we promise to communicate with our backers right away. We will keep each backer in the loop about the final shipping date. Does this build confidence in you as a potential backer? Perhaps, perhaps not. Well, the final decision rests with you as a potential backer. As always, it is your money. Please, spend it wisely. This has been Crowdfunding Hell.